Guys, welcome back to my channel, The Jewels to Life, and today we are going to do an unboxing for my son's homeschool. New year, still the pandemic, but I'm keeping him home. I'm not taking any chances, to each his own, but I feel safer having him home with me until everything is ironed out with coronavirus. So this is the same curriculum he used when he was in private school. We used this last year when I homeschooled him before Corona. So we're using this again. Abeka, I love it. It's a lot of work. If you want something to challenge your children, this is the curriculum for you. It's a lot of work, and in my opinion, you have to be organized. And I don't think I was as organized as I should have been. It was my first year doing it, and now I know I could do things a lot differently. One thing that I'm gonna do differently, I ripped out all the pages and separated them in days, day 1, day 2, day 3, with all the subjects. And that is good for some subjects, but I found out that, like, especially math and English, if you had to refer back to something they learned a lesson or two prior, I would have to dig through all the papers to find that. And I thought I was organized, but I wasn't. I'd rather keep everything for certain things in a book. Now, I think I'm gonna do all the subjects like that and just have him pull out the workbook and use the workbook. Penmanship was okay because that's nothing you really refer back to. Bible, I could probably pull that out too. Certain things, spelling, I could pull that out. But as far as math, English, history, and whatever else. Now, he's going to 6th grade, and I'm not sure exactly what 6th grade entails. I hadn't been in school. My middle child is in college now. My oldest is out of college. So it's been a while where I had to deal with elementary school or middle school, my bad. Okay, so I got the boxes in, and as you can see, 3 big boxes, and they're heavy. That's 1, this is 2, this is light, this is the CDs. And you could opt to stream online or get the CDs. I chose to get the CDs because you know, with being in Florida with the rain, the weather, the thunder, lightning, and I live along there's a lot of trees around me, so our internet goes in and out all the time. So and this is the bigger one. All right, so let's start with this one and see. I think this is the CDs. So it's a lot of work. But I'm gonna do a lot of this stuff differently this year. I'm gonna go online and see, you know, just check out how other people are doing it, because it worked a little bit taking the sheets out, and this way he's not overwhelmed with the amount of work seeing these big books, but I think he can handle it. So here are the CDs. These are the 6th grade CDs, and it's broken into, the first stack is lesson 1 through 60, 61 through 120, and 121 to 170. So basically there's 170 school days. So there we go. We're gonna try and stay on track this year. We weren't on track last year because we started late, and I was starting him from the beginning, and come to find out we didn't really have to, because we were trying to double up on schoolwork, and he didn't have to because he went to public school and received a report card. So we were able to use that report card and picked up from where he would have left off during the 2nd semester, or however they say. So that's the CDs. And I must say, we had no issues with any of the CDs last year. Everything worked. He was able to pull out his CD, get started on his work. So it's not a really hard curriculum to follow. You know, you just have to be disciplined with your child and make sure you go over the schoolwork. And yes, they give homework. He didn't think he should get homework because it's homeschool and he's already working at home, whatever. So this stack here, this looks like you have the Homeschool Grade 6 video manual. Okay. And, all right, let me open this. All right, you have the comprehension reader. I think this stack here is a text and workbooks. Let's see if I'm right. Okay, comprehensive reader, comprehensive. This is speed and comprehension reader. Okay, so I guess, and you have a reading record in here, and you read and answer the questions. Okay. It tells you where to, it's like you read and it's a speed reading thing where you see how fast you can read it and then answer the questions. Okay. Okay, so these are all the worksheets. Then you have, this is the reading and comprehension worksheet. Then you have the language, writing, and grammar. This is the writing and grammar quiz and test. And then you have the language, writing, and grammar quiz and test key. Okay, so I usually take out the test key. Spelling and poetry test. Okay, and one thing, they do give the kids a lot of spelling words, a lot to know every week, which is good. And this is the test key. Okay. Then this is Bible, and this is the test for Bible. And then you have the test key. And then you have the Bible quiz and worksheets. And then quiz and worksheet answer key. So with these I could probably take these out because, okay, actually, this is not Bible, this is science. So this I could probably separate, but I think I'm just going to, this is a test and a worksheet. No, this is, I'm sorry, quizzes and worksheet, but I think I'm just gonna leave them in the book this year because it got to be a lot with the papers. And then this is health, quiz, test, and worksheets. So with this one, since they're all in the same book, I may just take out the test, and I don't know yet. I'm gonna look through the books, and this is the answer key. History test and history test key. And then you have New World History and Geography quizzes. So you have the difference between quiz and test. And then here's the quiz key. Then you have creative writing with penmanship. And this is awesome because I'm telling you, in middle school and in public school, you really don't get a lot of this stuff. And then we have the good old arithmetic. This is the quiz, test, and speed drill key. Okay, so this is the key. Okay, and here is the test and the speed drills. And then this is the video manual. And I think this is just giving you a rundown of everything. Okay, this is what that is. It's giving you a rundown of the days. So for example, all right, let's go to day. Okay, and in the front, it gives you the information about what materials you should have. And it gives you the abbreviation for whatever they use in here. And they give you a little time schedule that you can use. We're gonna try and use this year. We didn't, I was kind of lenient because it was his first year doing it. So I was a little lenient in as far as the time, but we're gonna have to, I realize that we need to get on a better time schedule because, you know, the later you wait to start school, I think kids will get a little lazy. And they explain all the subjects. So this is something good to read before you actually, not the whole thing, It's a few pages just to read to get an understanding of each class and each lesson and the requirements. Okay. Okay, this is lesson 1, and it will tell you lesson 1, and it's going to tell you everything you need for lesson 1, what to pull out, if he's going to need paper, if he's going to need, it gives you the Bible verse, and gives you your memory verse. Every, I think it's every week there's a memory verse, or it could be 2 weeks. I can't remember. And then it also gives you your homework, what should be done after the class, and what you need for the next day's class. So this is very good. This is actually, I'm going to say, this is the Homeschool Bible for Abeka. This is what you need to follow to keep on track, and so this way you won't get lost. And people, you have to read this because sometimes they refer back to something that was 3 lessons ago, 5 lessons ago, and this is good because you could go back and refer to it. What I did last year, I took this out and put it in a binder. I didn't need to, but I saw a few people did it that way. But I'm just gonna keep it in the book. I put it in a document protector, which I might still do it because once you start using this after a while, it's gonna get ripped and whatever. So I may still do that, not sure yet. Okay, so that's it for that box. So I'm gonna put these back in the bottom. And yeah, there's the bigger box we didn't go through, and that was a lot that we covered just now, and that's the small box. So now we're gonna go into the bigger box. And it seemed like we covered all the subjects just now, but apparently we did not. Actually, these are the actual books, and it's a stack. It's a big stack. Okay. I don't know why I'm excited when I see his books come in. I am like so happy, and he's like, great. But I don't know, I have a thing for learning and kids learning. I don't know why, but I get excited with this stuff. Even when I was growing up, I get excited with start of school. I love school. Anyway, so I'm not sure what this is. This must be a geography little handbook. And this is a New World History and Geography. Now he did history and geography, and it looks almost the same. And it's very, very good. I'm telling you, they put a lot of thought, and I can see these books have a lot of thought, experience, and everything in these textbooks. I'm telling you, I've learned so much from helping him with his schoolwork. He's learned so much also with through Abeka. Very good curriculum. It's a lot of work, and if this is not, if you don't really want to, not say challenge your child, but it's a lot of people, some people don't use Abeka because they give you a lot of work to do. In my opinion, it keeps your children busy, and it's, I mean, you're going to be, I think you use Abeka's program, you're going to be, your kids are going to be at a higher level than the average child. Okay? Here is the health book. He loved health last year. He had health at the end of the year, and it was really, really, really awesome. This is science. I wish the books could say as pretty as these. And this is the, sorry for the interruption. Okay, so this is spelling, vocabulary, and poetry. And in the beginning when I started using Abeka, I was a little overwhelmed. Number one, I should have read through the manual to kind of get a better understanding. So, but I was learning as I went along. But it wasn't extremely difficult to follow. The key is like, you could choose to be accredited or not. Not accredited means you just keep all the grades and whatever. When you're trying to be accredited, they'll keep all the grades for you. So you do all the testing and you do all the grading, and then, okay, that light is a little bit bright. And then, I didn't realize that. Let's turn. And then you send in the test, and then they'll keep your grade and send you a report card. So the key with that is you have to make sure you keep the things they ask you for, and they on the grading thing, I think it's in here, they'll tell you what test you need to turn in. So it's not really difficult, and I think for 6th grade on, I think you should have it accredited. So just in case you want to transition back to middle school or high school, you have that to do. And also with the Abeka, you could actually also graduate from them and actually do a ceremony. They have like everything like it. So it's a real school, people. All right. Why is this answer key here? Okay, this is the answer key for the reading answer key. This is Maps and Activity book. This is awesome, I'm telling you. A lot of kids don't even know where South America is, where Africa is, where none of that stuff is. I'm telling you, they cover everything with this Abeka curriculum. And here is an activity sheet. Now this is the answer key. This is the key for the activity sheet. So you have the workbook and the answer key. God bless the answer keys, because God knows I don't remember half this stuff. Some of the stuff I didn't even learn. And this is History and Geography in Christian's Perspective. Answer key. Love it, love it, love it. I like how everything is based on biblical stuff. This is the answer key for health. This is the answer key for, I don't know. I'll figure it out. This is the answer key for writing and grammar. Okay, I didn't see, okay. And here's a writing and grammar workbook. This is what I said we ripped out, but I'm not going to this time. Hopefully my son will keep this book nice and neat, which I'm pretty sure he's not. And I think that's probably why a lot of parents rip it out, so the other pages won't get messed up. And I'm contemplating doing that and probably putting it in a binder. Now then I'll have to poke holes. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do this. I think I'm just gonna keep it in here. But I noticed with his school, when he was going to the private school, they did the same thing. They ripped the pages out and gave them the sheets. But for example, if I wanted to refer back to, let's see, like this list right here with the common irregular verbs. If I ripped it out, then I have to worry about what bin I have it in, and instead of, okay, let me refer back to it and, go back. So I think I'm gonna keep it in here. I just want him to keep this book nice and neat. Hopefully, I'm gonna do an incentive, and hopefully that will help him do that. This is the answer key for his math. And yes, this is where math is going to get a little bit harder, because the stuff he did last year, I pretty much remembered from when I was in school. Now this stuff here, I think I could still figure out some of this stuff. Yeah, I'm telling you, homeschooling sends you back to school as the parent, seriously. Because some of the stuff I have to go back into my memory bank or go online and try to get a refresher. Yeah, I thought I was done with school, but that's all right. That's all right. Then we have a bunch of reading materials. And these books are a little bit thicker than last year. This one, and with this book, it's not one book. It's a couple of different stories in here. And then there are words that you need to know. Yeah. So and then there's poems and different stuff too. There's a lot of good information, and I love these. And then this one is going to be more historic, the history. Something flew in my eye. And then we have art. He didn't do much art last year because we had to really, I have something in my eye. We had to really catch up on some stuff. But I'm telling you, there's a lot of good art projects in here. And we're definitely gonna incorporate a lot of this year, because now I know how to keep him on track. And we're not taking breaks. Last year we took some breaks because of the whole corona thing, and it was just, not last year, last school year. So it was, I'm gonna say a lenient year, but now we have to kick it in gear because this is middle school and this is our new life with corona for now. So we've adjusted and now we're gonna move forward. So this is it for my review of the Abeka. Now I'm gonna do some more videos, kind of give you an idea. I'm in my bedroom, on my bed. It's late, this is actually 8:30 at night, and I figured let me just film this video because I have to put his books together to get him started, get him ready for school on Monday. So I didn't want to wait any longer, so I figured let me go ahead and do it even though I'm tired as heck. But anyway, so I'm gonna go through the books and see exactly what I can, what I should do. I'm gonna read through, I'm gonna look at some more videos to kind of see how other people do it. But definitely I'm not gonna rip every page out. And I had it in my, if you go back to my other video about my homeschool, where I took out everything and I had it separated in dates. So I had a big bin, it wasn't a big bin, but a bin where I had some hanging folders with week 1, week 2, week 3, and so on. Then in week 1 I had lesson 1 through say 7, week 2 lesson 8 through whatever. That's how I did it last year. I don't think I'm gonna, if I do that, I'm not gonna do that with every subject, tearing every page out. As I said, I'm gonna keep certain things in. I'm gonna keep the math pages in for sure, and English for sure of the workbook. Because, or the workbook. This way we could refer back to it instead of trying to find these loose leaves, which is, I'm not gonna say all over the place, but once I grade something, I put it in the bin and then I have to dig through it and I'm looking for something, then that one gets to the bottom. I mean, there's probably a better way that I could reorganize that, but I think it's easier to keep everything in one. And what I probably do is I probably laminate. Well, he was pretty good with the books. He didn't rip them apart, and they were, his workbooks, his textbook were kept in pretty decent shape. So I'm not gonna do that this year. So we're gonna see how that works. Anyway, so that is it for my Abeka unboxing of my son's 6th grade homeschool books. Hope you guys like the video. Please, if you have any suggestions, please, I'm open to any suggestions. Leave it in a comment. Please give me a thumbs up for this video, like and share with, and I know a lot of people are doing homeschool, but I'm telling you, check out Abeka's curriculum. If you really, really want to challenge your kids, if your children are gifted and are pretty much, find regular schoolwork easy, I'm telling you, do yourself justice and your kids justice and check out this Abeka program. And I'm telling you, it's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful program. A lot of work. And the videos are pretty nice. The teachers, they make it fun on the videos. I'm not sure if they have a sample video you could check out, but when I tell you it's good, my son enjoys it, and then you participate with the class. So you're not just sitting there and somebody's talking. There's actually a classroom full of kids that they're teaching, and they videotape the classroom. But they also engage the homeschoolers, and they'll say, okay, for all you guys at home, I need you guys to do this, and whatever the case may be. And so the key is to participate with the class. So when they say stand up and we're gonna say the Pledge of Allegiance, I have my son stand up and do it. When they say we're gonna sing and say the Bible verse or whatever, I have him get up and do it. Yes, it might seem silly at first, but the thing is, you get your kids doing it, they're gonna think nothing of it. Trust me. And the funny thing is, my son could tell you all the kids that's in the class, like their names, because the teacher would call on different ones, and he knew this one's name, that one's name, and this one, and oh, this one, and then, he'll have little funny things like, such and such is always coughing, or something. He'll say, this was when Corona started coming out. So we would just sit there and just be like, yeah, he's coughing a lot, huh? But, so you just got to make it engaging and fun and pretend it's in school. And I know when I was in school, I would laugh at different things. So guess what? I'm not going to tell him, no, don't laugh at the kids. Not laughing at them, but just having a little fun with somebody might say something funny, So he literally felt like he was in the class. But anyway, enough of that. So I'm gonna do another video of exactly how I'm gonna organize these books. I'm gonna ponder on it. I have till Sunday to ponder. So that's what I'm gonna do and figure it out. So I'm gonna make another video later on this week and tell you exactly how I'm gonna go about the curriculum and whatever. And I'm gonna have him help me to see what he thinks gonna work for him. Because it might make sense to me as the parent, but as a child, he's old enough to where he could kind of give me his opinion. No, mom, take it out. No, mom, I don't want to see the big books. Or, yeah, mom, I don't mind seeing the big books. So I'm going to see what he says from there, and we're going to try and make another video. But again, guys, please stay safe. Take care of your children. If you don't have to send your kids back into school, especially with the second wave anticipated around, in what, November, September. And guys, every time you send your kids back to school, they always get sick. So I don't know, it's up to you, but in my opinion, do what you think is best for you and your family. May God continue to bless and keep you guys. Thank you again for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, join my channel. I talk about different things. Today, this video was just about homeschool, but this is not just what I talk about. So go ahead and check out my other videos. I also do some cooking, some cleaning. Go ahead and check those out too. Thank you for watching. God bless. Bye.